Welcome to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa, where we dissect the biggest entertainment stories. My name is Elsie Godwin, and I'm here with Ife Oshake.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how are you doing? It seems you and your Ife now, you guys are doing one, I'm in, you're out, I'm out, you're in.
No, yesterday I had to cover an event, so it was Maybelline. I don't know if you know Beyonce.
You said Maybelline?
Yeah.
That's the foundation?
No, Maybelline.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking
brand.
makeup. Yeah, makeup foundation now.
Yeah.
See, I got it right.
I thought you were talking about one of those foundations.
No.
So, Beyonce
Onokoya.
Yeah, she's one of the franchise owners of Maybelline
in Nigeria. Okay.
So she was having a master class yesterday, so I was there to attend the master class.
Did you learn anything?
Absolutely not. I wasn't even there. I just waited to see the end of the makeup session. And
What did you learn from the makeup session?
No, I just did my interviews. But
well, you were watching.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You can't do my makeup for me now. Like, just try something.
Trust me, I only saw like 2 guys that attended the master class, and it was packed, so it was So I didn't learn anything, to be honest.
Okay, I can cut you some slack because I know
I can do my own makeup.
Will you make yourself up for afternoon tea time?
By rubbing powder on my face. Is that not makeup? Nah,
there's more to men makeup. Like, there are some things they add, they make your face look better. Sometimes they add lip gloss.
And then they brush. Bob.
Okay, moving on. Rema has come out to talk about how Kcee motivated him backstage 3 years ago. Yeah, so he tweeted about it and said he met him at an event. I can't remember the state now.
Benin City.
Yeah, Benin City. And then he walked up to him for a picture, and then he obliged him, and he reminded him of that very day, a few days ago. Yeah, and for me, until I see the picture, I don't believe. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. We don't need to see the picture. We know the struggle.
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my personal opinion is that we don't need to see the picture because we know the hustle is real when it comes to you being an emerging artist. Now, people like Rema, recently we spoke about Zlatan that shared his chat with Olamide and all
there's
of that.
Proof.
Yeah, there's a proof. So at the end of the day, if you met someone backstage and then there was a picture taken, that was 3 years ago, like you said. They probably doesn't have that
Kcee is, I can't use the word was. He's a big artist. And 3 years ago, I think that was within the space when we were still jamming to Limpopo and all that. And for Rema being an upcoming artist at the time, him having a selfie with Kcee is a big deal.
No, it's
so
not really
I want to assume that he's supposed to have a copy of it to share with us.
He's probably rebranding, and he doesn't need all those type of clout chasing to.
Okay, I'm saying this here, and let's watch out. A song is dropping soon, and Kcee and Rema is going to be on that song.
Okay, I'll take your word for it and look.
That's what I think, though. But it's fine. Let's look at it from the motivational angle. At least he was one of those that want to be backstage to get people's picture, but now I'm sure so many people want to be backstage to get a picture with Rema.
I'm sure right
that's
now,
how tables turn.
I'm sure right now, even when they're backstage, they'll probably give Rema the VVIP section.
Yeah,
and give Kcee the
because his
VIP
headlining
section,
shows.
Yeah.
Wow, Ife.
I'm just saying. Like,
I said yeah before I knew what he was going to say. So I'm not part of it. Anyways,
so I think Rema is quite more relevant at the moment. At least it's buzzing at the moment. So.
Well, based on buzz,
yeah, based on buzz. So that's my own personal opinion from all of this. And yes, it's a good thing that I like the fact that these people are beginning to show appreciation to women's due. Like we don't know the conversation that ensued while they met backstage and all of that. So you could have been like, don't worry, you'll be the next big thing. Just keep doing your thing. Just keep, Kcee could have probably said that, and
that was one of the tweets, by the way.
What? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just
but the motivation is just.
I know, you are always in their mind. So I'm just letting them know that you are just in their mind right now.
No, I'm just saying, like, I can just imagine that. Yeah, it could have happened. So for him to tweet this, it could have been that Kcee said some things to him that has pushed his career or even made him a better person. So for him to be showing this much, and he said, respect legend. So Big shout out to Rema for showing appreciation to Women's Due.
Big
Give
shout
one
out
to say, sir.
Rema's legend, Kcee.
Okay.
Moving on.
Limpopo.
Vin Diesel holds back tears after witnessing Fast and Furious 9 body doubles accident. I think I'm one of the few people or many people who actually found out about the fact that they have body doubles, because whenever I see the movies, I'm usually like, oh wow, Vin Diesel can do this.
You didn't know that they use body double?
I think I found out early last year.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So it was amazing when I found out. I think there was an article that went viral where the body doubles of different artists were placed side by side with their pictures. So, however, I think this kind of story helps you understand the hard work that goes into bringing out the kind of movies we love to see, because I'm the kind of person that will tell you, I want emotions, I want love, but then I want action, right? And I'm always action. But reading this makes me appreciate it more and not just mouthing the fact that I want to see more action and what they have to go through. Reading the article too, you realize that he was talking about some people that have died trying to do a stunt or something on set. And for this particular guy in question, he was actually rushed to the hospital, and I think he hit his head really hard, and he's still there right now. Yeah, so it's really sad.
Yeah, so basically, it's sad, but this is not the first time this has happened on set.
No, it's not the first time.
Especially with Vin Diesel. I think Fast and Furious 7, they had a similar case.
I think there was a movie called XXX or something.
Yeah, XXX.
That one, the guy died.
The guy died. Yeah. So, and then
that must be a very risky
And then
profession.
Walker too, that died, during the car crash, and all of that. So it's just crazy. I know the Walker thing is not related because it wasn't like it was on set. It was just a random accident, but it's just crazy what these people have to go through. Like Jackie Chan tells you that he has like 100 and something broken bones.
But he doesn't have a body double.
No, he does the stunt himself. Himself and Jet Li, they do their stunts themselves, but not all of it. Yeah, they can't do all of it, but they do at least they do 90% of their stunts themselves. Okay. But in this case, it's just sad that look, the body doubles, and it's a risky business. So
it is.
I think they have that in the contract.
And I hope they pay them very well.
Yeah, I think that will be in the contract, like if anything happens to you, because for you to want to take this risk that the main actor cannot take, then there has to be a contract and compensation in case anything happens. So I'm sure,
I'm sure they've got life insurance and all covered.
Sure
it doesn't still change the sadness that comes with it, but kudos to them and good job. It's time for a quick break, but when we return, we'll have more stories to talk about. We'll be right back.
It's where the big stories live. This is Plus TV Africa.
When I did it, I was full on, hands-on on the whole project.
So how did you deal with it? All of that negativity?
I got depressed, obviously. Duh. Haven't you heard?
I've got 2 of the hottest topics currently trending on social media. If you've seen the word Senate trending on Twitter, that's because the Nigerian police force has gone Trump style.
I probably haven't shared this with anyone, but I reckon I get about like 100 people asking for help a day. That's a fact. I can prove that.
Welcome back. Rapper Tay-K has been sentenced to 55 years in prison for a deadly robbery. According to eyewitness, Tay-K was part of a plan to steal drugs and money from the victim's home in Mansfield in Dallas. And when they couldn't find what they were actually looking for, the money and I think some jewelries, one of them shot the guy and the guy died. So, but then his lawyer was trying to argue to say, oh, he wasn't the one who pulled the trigger and all that, but he actually knew that a robbery is going to go down, and he was part of the gang. So I don't know what is going to left of 55 years. I don't know. But
he's 19, so by the time he's 55, he'll be out.
He's basically spending the best part of his life.
Yeah. So yeah. So at the end of the day, I think if he can do the crime, he should be ready.
And I
to
feel
do
like
the crime.
he understands what he's getting to and what he's doing, because he was on the run for about 3 months. He also
No, he wasn't on the run because of this. He did that was way before. Is that like what's it called, a troubled past and all
where
of that.
he ran away from his house arrest.
Yeah, he
and
even
then shot
pulled
a video.
He took out his probation.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Anklets.
And all that. And he shot a video called The Chase that has over 174 million views.
And having
YouTube.
himself, I mean, this guy, I don't know.
Mugshot, like
That's his mugshot,
most
yeah.
wanted list or poster and all that. And yeah, so this is somebody that has a violent past, and like
I think he loves
we
owning
always
his
say,
past. So.
yeah, if you can do the crime, you should be ready to do the time. So his lawyer being defending the fact that it wasn't the one that pulled the trigger. I don't even know how that is supposed to even hold waters in court, because if
Maybe
you're
that was
part of a
supposed to reduce his
conspiracy.
sentence.
Well, it's not like he got a life sentence.
55 years. What's his remaining of the life?
Well, it's not a life sentence. I'm sure the guy that pulled the trigger probably got a life sentence.
Yeah, a couple of them went for the plea deal. I don't
deal.
know why he didn't do that.
Maybe
So
there was no chance for that for him, because maybe he was more involved. You know, they must have done their investigation. He could have been the mastermind behind it. He could have been anything. Well, this may be in their heads again. So, yeah, so that's just how I see it. So, well, sorry, bro. I don't feel sorry for you.
I mean, I was feeling sorry until I started reading through. I'm like, this guy doesn't even feel sorry for himself. I feel like the jail to him is a place he's going to chill and cool off and continue ruling from inside there. I don't know. But this reminds me of Ife Omai, because stories like this is something she would like to talk about and say that when you say black rappers are being profiled or being treated in a certain type of way, sometimes we also need to talk about their attitude and the way they're usually and always being associated with crime and guns and drugs, you know. So if anyone comes out to say this attitude or this precedent is one of the reasons we are extraordinarily careful when there is a black guy around or there's a black rapper, you might not necessarily blame them for doing whatever they do, right? So I think we also need to do better and understand that the thug life is not not necessarily the way to go.
The hip hop culture of I leave what I say, like the artist we are yesterday.
Yeah, say nice things so you can live life, live a better life.
You know. So at the end of the day, like, I'm not sorry for this guy, man. I really am not sorry for him, because they said when the guy was shot, he had his hands in the air, like a witness saw the shooting and the crime and all of that. So they had his hands in the air. So why still shoot him? You didn't find the drugs, but it's probably because it's in their faces and all of that. This is just like a movie to me, like
a robbery gone bad.
Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was reading the story, I was like, come on, man, is this even fiction or non-fiction? I don't even know what it is.
All right, moving on. Cossy Ojiakor undergoes foot surgery. She shares a video on Instagram, and I like her spirit. She seems very cheerful about it and talking about how she can't wait to get her crutches so she can attend events in her crutches. I was reading an article from one of the leading platforms, and they were talking about this being the first time you're ever seeing Kcee in this vulnerable state. She's always been the one to come out. It's either she's shading someone, or she's talking about her body parts, or she's just, you know, being naughty and cheerful. But this is really painful. But then she said it was from her cat.
Yeah, that was what caused the fall.
The fall. Oh.
Yeah, that was what caused the fall. She said her cats gave her a scary look, like a weird look, and she got scared and she fell. Yes, like a look that, you know, you have a pet that you haven't seen that type of thing before, and then the cat. Really so she even said Alima. I think she mentioned a few names.
Yeah, she's been dragging them for a while,
yeah,
but I don't know if they have anything to do
said,
with this one.
They sent the cats, but it's your cats. It's not like it's
you
a
know how
random
you watch
cat.
Nollywood movies again, where they tell you your cat and your dog can be possessed by somebody or something.
I think all our stories this morning are just Hollywood and Nollywood stories. Because I don't know, man. Like, this is just some superstitious stuff. So, Well, we wish her speedy recovery.
I'm glad she's getting the right help she deserves.
What did she call
needs.
herself? Iron woman or metal
because
woman?
they had to insert irons,
yeah.
And I saw some comments in the comments section. My dear.
Why are they using nail?
How it's not a nail, definitely.
No, that looks like a nail. Trust me.
So they were talking about how she's in the general hospital in Kcee, and then we also got people to respond to that statement saying that once you have your money or you can pay well, you actually get the best surgeons in our general hospital. And I think that aside from the fact that you have to pay well to get that kind of service, I think that gave me some level of hope and confidence to know that we have people that are good at what they do, and people know that they are good at what they do, regardless of the fact that you have to pay extra to get their services, even when they are in the general hospital, quote and unquote, you know.
Yeah. Obviously, we have competent doctors in Nigeria. It's just having the right money to get. You can do anything. That's why a lot of people are against President Buhari always leaving the country to go and treat his ear infection, nose infection, tongue infection, you know, stuff like that. And then you're not investing in your healthcare system. So
I think we have the capacity. We just need to invest more. Yeah. All right. I think we'll go on a quick break. But when we come back, we'll have just one story for you. We'll be right back.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am. If you no talk, dem go beat you. Na 2,500 I dey pay.
Welcome back. Our next and final story is on a man I like to call the drama queen. Shatta Wale says he sounded like Celine Dion in his song with Beyonce. I don't know what speakers he was using when he was listening to himself, but he said a lot of producers around the world have contacted me with most saying that they like my voice. It was after that I listened to my voice well and realized that I sounded like Celine Dion. I'm sure he was joking anyway.
Yeah, this is a typical Shatta Wale. You get like he just doling the accolades on himself. Like he doesn't need you to dole out accolades on him. He tells you what he feels about his own type of music, his own type of sound, his own type of. So yeah, in as much as he was joking, I like the level of confidence.
Did you sound like
no?
Saying as much as he was joking, it sounded like no,
come on. I like the level of confidence, knowing that you did well, because that's one of the
I think that was one of the very good songs on the
album. So yeah, so he knows that he did very well with that song. So yeah, congrats to him. And yes, he didn't sound like Celine Dion, but maybe Celine Dion was a Razman.
Wow. Okay. So what do you think this collaboration will do for Shatta Wale?
Already, he's talking about getting phone calls from international producers saying that they